Listen guys, I in no way think that Sonic Generations is a bad game. In fact, it is up there with some of the best Sonic games. I'm sure we can all agree there. But out of every Sonic game released in the past 20 years, this one is the least deserving of getting remastered. So when I saw the news that a Sonic Generations remaster was getting announced at the Sony State of Play on Wednesday, I wasn't happy. So there was this leak that came out from a credible leaker that made a lot of vague statements hinting at what they're going to announce at the State of Play on Wednesday. One of those statements mentioned Sonic, Shadow, and Generations. Put all of that together and you get a Sonic Generations remaster with new Shadow content. And then later on, Zippo, a semi-credible leaker, backed this statement. So for now, it looks like a Sonic Generations remaster with additional content is getting announced in a couple of days. And, well, I'm not excited. I've been wanting a lot more remasters for Sonic games, and while yes, it's cool that Generations is getting an upgrade, it doesn't really need one. Now, console-wise, you can play this thing on any Xbox from 360 onward. You can even get 4K 60 FPS on the Series X if you have one of those. And of course, the game has been playable at 4K 60 plus FPS on PC for the longest time by now. Even though a Generations remaster would put the game on modern consoles, which is great, there are so many Sonic games that aren't even available on PC. Like Sonic Unleashed for example. That game is still on 7th gen hardware and it performs really badly. Yeah, we have 60 FPS on modern Xbox consoles, but it still doesn't even hit 720p. It's really odd actually, it's actually like 700p. But the point is, Unleashed needs a remaster way more than Generations. I could say the same about Heroes as well. Even though I don't really like Heroes, it has its fans, and like Unleashed, it doesn't have a modern PC port. It does have a PC port, which does make the game playable on modern PCs with a few mods, but still, it's not easily accessible to the general audience, who just want to play the game without going through that process. But why stop there? The Sonic Adventure games are available on PC, sure, but not on modern consoles. That goes for the Storybook series and all of the handheld games as well. I really think the only reason why they're choosing to remaster Generations is because A, it was a very well received game, and B, it's a very short and simple game. It's just something they can grab, add a couple of Shadow related levels to, and then release to advertise Sonic Movie 3. It's the exact same reason why Sonic Colors Ultimate dropped, which makes a lot of sense. So this remaster is probably happening, but I at the very least want them to do it right. Please do not go overboard with trying to make everything look better by adding a ton of stupid exposure and bloom effects, because then it will look like Colors Ultimate, and please give the developers enough time to actually make the damn thing. And finally, please leave the original game on Steam. They delisted the Sonic CD Steam port when Origins dropped. I would hate to see that happen with Generations, especially considering the game's modding community. That would be awful if all of that was just thrown away. Other than that, give me 2K resolution, upgrade the textures and models, and maybe even add unlocked frame rate support. But unfortunately, I'm just not very hyped for this. I think the Shadow content they're adding will be pretty cool, but again, I just don't see why they're choosing to remaster this game when there are so many better options. But yeah guys, that's going to end this one. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all later. Goodbye.